the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football. The Trojans will put total record to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
On the run, it's Harris. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Trojans! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into coverage, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Looking for room. It's Browning. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. All by himself. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Finds some fresh air. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On first down from the 13-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, USC!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Snagged in the middle, it's Burton. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Harris. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. Now the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Hauls it in. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Throws for the tight end. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Bringing the heat. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Quickly complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Finds his tight end. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Dropping back, it's Dalton. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plugging passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's got it still on his feet. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target or make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But those fans that were there when the U was the U, they know this game is not over. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Burke. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Almost had the completion, just missed it. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they... He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Holding. Offense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. And some room to work.
The return is brought down at the 30.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line. They'll They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Dropping back, it's Dalton. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. The Trojans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 25.
And this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got him first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Trojan! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun. Give on the inside. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Catch in the middle. It's Algier. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air. It's Dalton. Pocket breaking down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade, This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
The Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Finding open areas. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it in the middle, it's McCreary. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got it in the middle, it's Browning. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, USC! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the Mountain West, which is why this one is notable. Air Force is getting whooped today, and at some point, this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly, the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 35 to Old Dominion.
Quickly to the tight end.
The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. Going over the top. Makes a catch at the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
12.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Pressure coming. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
Pass interference. Defense.
This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. First play of the drive, read option right. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying play action. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Badgers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The Badgers line it up with a first and goal. Tight end now in motion. Powers forward. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense simply has to pay this off on third and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
19.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They're working that left side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. On the ground, it's Kennedy. Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. To throw, it's Dalton. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. He wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Badgers are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The give to the tailback. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Breaks the tackle. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks it down. And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Quarterback running on the draw. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Leaves it with the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
The Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The RPO, it's complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. It'll be a draw. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Murphy. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that.